see if this works. I'm sure I'm gonna be here for like a while. Because making characters is fun. No idea how my laptop's gonna run with all of this. We'll see how it goes. Hi, Josh. You are first. You've reclaimed your crown. By the way, can you hear me okay? And also, can you hear the game? Can you see the game? Is everything working? It is Baldur's Gate, yes. I really just want to mess around with all the different settings and stuff. That's fun. Angry guy. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. We're not decided on what race or class or anything I'm gonna be. Frankly, I am just clicking all the buttons. Buildergate, Baldurgate, we're here. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea if I'm gonna end up making a tiefling, but like, why not? Why not try this out? Hey, they got non-binary options, so I can just be a gremlin. Game's kind of loud. Okay, let me see if I can turn that down. Hang on. Gonna reduce that volume and my volume. Did that help at all? That's fair. Otto, I honestly don't know if I'm getting past the character creation screen at this point. But you know, I'm just gonna mess around. It seems interesting. The opening cutscene was cool. Jeez, but they didn't have no other choices in this, did they? All my friends are playing it. So I got influenced. I'm like, fuck, I want to play too. My graphics, they're functioning. But this is literally just going to be me playing elaborate D&D dress-up games for forever. Oh, yes, you should be sleeping. I haven't streamed in a while. I forget what I usually have to scold people for. You've been getting free passes. Gotta get back on that. Did the sound balance okay, though, Brady? Does it sound better? Or is it still too loud? 12 hours and that was just the face. Listen, I should have gone in with a concept of what character I wanted to make. And I had, like, a half of an idea. Because I could make the same character that I've been playing Elden Ring with, but just make them D&D. But I don't want to be limited. I've got the ability to make something truly terrible. Like just the worst, most unaesthetically appealing thing that I can. And some part of me wants to do that. Some part of me is like, nah, everybody's making freaking wildly attractive characters and I should do the same. So, you know, right now, just seeing what we're working with. Just establishing some baselines here. Make Starboy, make the space gremlin. I mean, yeah, that's doable. We can make that happen. I don't intend to stream the entire game because I feel like that's too many hours of me doing nothing. Just clicking buttons. Also, I'll be playing a significant portion of this with my friends. I do have a lot of different hairstyles, which is cool. Some of them are just like, oh, this is just a guy in Bloodborne. That's just Alfred the Executioner's hair. It just keeps going, damn, okay. Got shit to work with. I think you can do little rotates. Yeah. Cool. I mean, my laptop is moving slow, but that's okay. I figure if it can both stream the game and I can run it without too much delay, shouldn't be a problem. We're looking at PC upgrades, but that's a lot of fucking technical shit that I can't get into right now. Mostly because I don't know any of it. You saw an STL of a cloth dragon today. Or 20 kobolds pretending to be a dragon. It's pretty cool. Okay, hang on, let's go back. If we're gonna make Starboy, which I'm sure that we can do that. Starboy isn't a tiefling. We need something small. Gnome is probably gonna be the closest equivalent. Because they're not wide enough to be like a dwarf, but I feel like gnome is pretty good. Have a nice night, Ano. Thanks for joining me. I mean, that looks like a goblin right there. If Starboy was a class, probably a bard. I'm not gonna mess with the actual mechanics at this point. I am just there to pick out stuff. Let's go with a lute. That feels fun. Or maybe a lyre. Flute. Hand drum. Oh god. If they have flutes, I can just make my sad characters from my Chinese novels that I read. One of them plays the flute and raises the dead. Okay, but let's make this look a little bit more like Starboy. We can probably figure that out. We're gonna stick with non-binary because that's just the correct option here. That face isn't too far off. They don't have freckles or vitiligo, but it's cool that they have both of those things. Aw, shit. I don't have any face tattoos, and neither does Starboy. Those are cool, though. Like, what? That's wild. Get out of there. I'm definitely gonna have to use some of these, though. These are fun. Make a paladin riding a chicken. You never give up, Josh. You never give up. Okay. Usually they're just drawn with really dark eyes, so we'll go with... Do we have a black? Because that would be ideal. Not quite that. Just like a regular... That'll work. That's fine. Right, we gotta make them green. They're green. Listen, what if I just make them a knight capable? Like, their gnomes are tiny. Maybe they could ride a chicken. I don't know. I don't make the rules here. You will never give up on your dreams of chaotically forcing me to make a chicken knight at some point, but I gotta tell you, today's not that day. I think that's about right. Let's just get something on there. There's probably a more correct hairstyle that we can find. Let's see what we got. I mean, this one isn't bad. I just feel like maybe we could do better. I don't like that one. Unfortunately, make them prettier? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this character is gonna translate particularly great. I just gotta be honest with you. But, like, you know, we can try things. This is definitely not the character I'm gonna play the game with, but might as well look around at the stuff anyway. I'm just in general indecisive when making characters for video games. Even in games that don't have a lot of character customization. Yeah, I feel like this is relatively close enough. It's not perfect, but that's something. I'll do. Again, not perfect, but like, there you go. If there was a D&D equivalent, probably something in this neighborhood. Arm them with popping corn. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's not terrible. I would say this is neutral. Definitely not what I'm gonna go with, though. I want to take a look at the half-orc options. I've played a lot of half-orcs in my day. Probably won't make you a bard. Barbarian or fighter. Maybe paladin. Paladin could be fun. I'm not gonna go with something that's super magic heavy. Probably. I don't know. I never played those classes in D&D in real life, so it's like, why would I do that now? I mean, Oath of Vengeance is the coolest one. Wild. I love that. That's totally reasonable, Brian. I mean, the advantage of having played some D&D is it's just knowing a few things. We got different orc faces, that's cool. I'm not gonna bother trying to choose voices or nothing right now, because, I mean, what's the point? Doo doo doo. I do love that they will let you make whatever color character you want. That's important. I compare everything to Bloodborne just because that's the game I've played the most, I guess. And they don't always let you choose wilds. No, does Bloodborne? One of the Dark Souls games, like, only lets you have fairly normal skin tones. It's like, that's not as much fun. I'm not gonna make a Nurgle wizard, Josh. I ain't gonna do it. Tieflings are cool, half-orcs are cool. I forget what are the other ones. Oh, they probably have some cool options for Dragonborn. That seems worth checking out. Hell yeah. I do want to see all the different classes too. Oh, and they don't have subclasses for everything. That's interesting. Okay. I may spend 10,000 years in character creation, as is my right. It is correct of me to do. I'm merely appreciating the options I have been given. Like, I'm not just gonna hit random 5 times and then just be like, yep, this is the character I'm going with. There's too many options. Look at all of the options. Right? There's a game after the character creation? Wild. I mean, it just reminds me of, like, playing Flash games as a child. That's just, you would just do that for ages. Just make little guys. Now, I don't know if a Dragonborn properly qualifies as, like, a little guy. He might be kind of on a bigger guy scale, but, like, you know. Ooh, that one's pretty. Even with the Dragonborns, they have different kinds of faces. You can play a game with Warhams after you paint them. Wild. This is like, you know how in Spyro they have like the old dragons that tell Spyro like what to do and shit like that? This is basically that. You're just making an old dragon who tells Spyro what to do and shit like that. The options have options, indeed. I would be friends with a Dragonborn. I'm not gonna renounce Goblin friendship for that, but like, I'd be friends with a Dragonborn. Oh, that one's fun. A lot of these are fun. That looks like the equivalent of being a hammerhead shark. We love that. That's fun. That's weird. Yeah, you could definitely come up with some good Lizardmen colored schemes this way. It is truly impressive how many colors and options and shit they have. Okay. So I guess you can like... Ooh, that's really pretty too. You can change kind of like another hue of the freaking... These are pretty. They're all very pretty. I know the stats came out for how long people spent in character creation, but like, there's a reason to be there. I have no idea what my computer is running on. I'm planning to upgrade kind of in like catching the sort of November, like the Black Friday sales sort of things and stuff like that. But we're gonna see. I mean, my little computer, it's chugging along. It's at least running the part that I care about right now, which is making pretty little characters. The graphics are wanting in places for me, but like that's my computer not being able to like fucking run them. That's not a reflection of the game in and of itself. I do have to have like you guys up on another window, just to like I have a whole ass other computer going, so there's gonna be some times where I can't quite see all of the stuff that's in chat and stuff like that. Like I won't necessarily be able to see how long the stream's been running for and stuff like that, so if anything gets out of hand, we're in uncharted territory here. Character creation and then a free game DLC later, yeah, pretty much. Oh, I don't actually know what that changed. Oh, he's got little eyebrow piercings now. This is dangerous. I'll be here forever. I'll never leave. Will this inspire me to get some Seraphon? I mean, again, this is not necessarily the final character that we're going with. This is just me goofing around, making guys. I have, for YouTube's, like, sanctity, I have turned off the options where you can customize that, Cooper, because I'm like, I don't want to get canceled on my own channel. So we're not gonna be getting into that aspect of the character creation. Sorry, I don't want to get my account taken down, so you'll have to leave that for the imagination. Not today. Ooh, that's fun. I mean, like, this is weird to say, but I feel like if my cat Achilles was gonna make a character, it would look something like this. Don't know why, but this is just, like, the vibe that I think that they would play with. Something big and dangerous. I quite like this. This would be a weird color scheme to, like, paint in real life, because you'd have to do, like, albino and then, like, a gold dry brush over it almost, but it's very pretty. I would never have thought to paint Seraphon like this. We can have eye markings. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, there are so many options. Yeah, there is no cat race. That's the obvious choice, right? To just make a cat that looks like your cat, but I think Baldur's Gate was like, you know, we're gonna get a lot of people playing this game. We'll just, if we find that we need to introduce, if we need to get the furries to play later on, we'll introduce cat options. But it seems like they've been very successful without putting cat people in their game. Although, I don't know, maybe there are Tabaxi just, like, wandering around. Obviously, I haven't played yet, because the hardest boss of this entire game will be me getting past the character creation screen. That is a true fact. Although, you know, people have already probably started modding this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't, like, you know, a mod you could install. Just get cats. It's fine. God, there are so many choices. Yeah, no spoilers, please. Like, again, I will not be getting past the character creation screen, so I can't rightly say that I'm spoiling anything. But if you consider the character creation screen a spoiler, like, hey, that's fair, live your life, I will, I don't think there's gonna be too much of a difference with lip tint color for these lizard guys here. Oh, and you can change what kind of tail they have. That's fun. I like this little guy that we've made. He looks fun. Yeah, he's got a tail. Definitely went more lizard than dragon, I feel, in the end. But, you know, that's a mood. I'm not mad about this. I would play this character, but I'm probably not going to. Just because, like, we still haven't looked at all of the options yet. I didn't really make a proper go at a tiefling. I've never played an elf, a drow, or a half-elf before in D&D. Because I always end up having friends who are just really, really into elves. So it's like, it's never been something that I felt the need to do. Also, other things I've never done. Played a wizard. That's not gonna happen today. Warlock, that's way cooler than a wizard. Tried to play monks before. I always end up getting bored. But it'll be interesting to see how, like, the mechanics that were more difficult to, like, calculate or do on a tabletop might actually end up being pretty simple in actuality. Ranger might be fun. Cause like maybe I can have a companion. Yeah, you can find a familiar. Yeah, that'd be sick. Anyway, let's see what the human options are. Unlikely that I'll play a human, but you never know. Okay, so I guess based on what body type you choose, you get different facial options. I'm assuming it's like different, more masculine, more feminine faces. We'll stick with one of these ones. Maybe we'll try making my my little Frankenstein character from Elden Ring. We'll go with that. So that's kind of fun. Frankensteins obviously have to be kind of green, because that's what you do. Make a little Halloween guy. Could I have you turn around, please, a little bit? Thank you. Yep, my character in Elden Ring does have a major burn on their face, so that tracks. Human, okay, nerd. I mean, just for drawing reference, it's kind of nice. You have the ability to, like, play with some different features and stuff. I'm interested to see what this does as well, because... Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, it's neat. It's not a part of this particular character's design. Again, just trying to port a character idea from one game to another is going to be interesting. Everything's very symmetrical, which is a shame. This is cool as fuck, but I would want it to be mirrored, because they have something fucked up with their eye on the other side. This is the wrong side. do love tattoos, though. They don't have any, tragically. I mean, we can change that, I suppose. Suspension of disbelief and all. Oh, those are cool. Anything that looks like scars is probably gonna be cool too. They've seen some shit. Kind of green with pink hair. No, this is a separate character. Do you realize I have a lot of green characters though? We don't actually have tattoos. Don't have piercings either, but like that's an easy fix. You can give anyone facial piercings. That's just cool to have. They're not always green. We just made a Dragonborn together that was not green at all. There was no green there. It would be nice if it was this easy in real life to get tattoos and piercings. You just click a button. I like the little bird skulls. Those are cool. If green, why not orc? Because, this particular character, just because I'm vaguely trying to, like, make them look how they do in Elden Ring. They're not an orc, so they don't have fangs. Unfortunately. Did consider it, but like, we'll go back and we'll look at the half-orcs again, but it didn't seem like there was a good option for something that was only vaguely orcish. Not that that's a problem. Like, I'm not opposed to that, but... They have a sad life and a tragic backstory, because of course they do. Because why would you give nice stories to your tragic characters? You can't do that. I feel like they do need some fucking dark circles under their eyes, because they haven't slept in freaking forever. I don't know if there's a great option for that, but that's fine. Fake We could take that intensity down. I just need you to look tired. They have kind of more of a death sort of color overall. Like they're just a little bit, you know, the decaying corpse. It is what it is. We love that for them, but it's a little off-putting to some, I would say. Okay, let me see if I can find the right color hair. They have black, and they definitely have some streaks of white in there. Listen, some of us, I need to get my other hand tattooed. I just can't decide what to put on it. That's the big problem there. That needs to be way less intense. Get out of here. I just want to put some white streaks in their hair. That's all. Could I do that, please? Thank you. Do we have a darker black that we could go to? No, we don't. At least make that gray, I guess? I don't know. It's definitely not the most complicated character creator of all time, G-Star the First. It's got a lot of good options, though. So I've been having fun with it. Just kind of vaguely playing around with concepts of characters that I have used in other video games, or just kind of seeing what options this game has. That's fun. Also, definitely seeing some of the options that, like, my friends have chosen when making their characters is fun, too. Probably something close to that. It's just the hairstyle that they have in... Oh no, that's got like a braid at the end. That's not it. It's too long. Just have short hair. But long enough to tie back. Yeah, that's probably not too far off. Doesn't feel very fantastic though. Let's go back to half orcs, I think was where we were going with that. Because someone was like, if green, why not orc? You play Spore? I'm not familiar. Haven't played that one. So I don't know, I don't know what kind of options they have in Spore. Or even what kind of game it is, really. think most every half-orc has, like, they got some nice orc fangs, which I appreciate. This orc looks as tired as I feel when talking to, people, at work who are just not listening to what I'm saying. I can relate to this particular orc. Yeah, let's go with that. We're gonna make an orc that would rage at some of the shit I've had to listen to at my job. That's what we're gonna make now. Oh, I want to be a fun color. Let's see. I guess red's a good color for rage. Spore is an evolution game to create little guides. Alright, that sounds fun. Lots of cool scars, which would make sense. If this orc, this particular one, yeah, that feels appropriate. They've been through some shit. They left their customer service job to go fight dragons because that was easier. Hello, Alder. Greetings and salutations to you, too. Again, I have been streaming for however long. I think, like, the bottom of the screen says I've been streaming for 48 minutes, and I have not gotten any closer to deciding what kind of character I would like to play in Baldur's Gate. But right now, I'm making an orc that looks as tired as I feel when people say dumb stuff to me at my job. I feel like this orc would probably have taken a warlock pact to get out of their customer service place of work. So I should actually make them a warlock. Hang on. Pause. Hold the phone. We're gonna change that. We're creating a backstory now. Background. What's the closest to customer service we have here? Oh god, none of these feel right. They should get a bonus to speed if they're red. I don't know which of these feels closest to customer service. Criminal probably isn't it, but it should be. We'll just look at the skills. You know, spent your life in service to a temple. The god is just capitalism. That's what it is. Guild artisan? Oh, okay. That's fair. But see, like, in the text of it, it says your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild. And it sounds like they just get to make art and cool shit and stuff, which is not at all the customer service experience that I'm experiencing. Alkalite felt far more appropriate, because insight and religion are both skills you have to have in customer service, at least in America. Because people are gonna tell you about Jesus all the fucking time, whether you want them to or not. And you need some damn insight into what the fuck people are telling you. So I'm going with that. You guys can disagree and that's fine, but I feel in my heart that this is correct. Okay, I don't remember where we were at. I think we were here. Yeah, I was still looking at tattoos. We hadn't gotten far. Let me tell you about my Lord and Savior, Saint Cuthbert. Yeah. Oh, this gives kind of like a Darth Maul vibe almost, which I'm kind of all about. That's the potential. Whatever character I create, I'm gonna end up doing a bunch of duels of as well. So it's like I'm looking at some of these designs and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to draw that. Yeah, this person hasn't had the opportunity to unionize. They're just, you know, they're just there. But they look as tired as I feel. And that's very important to me. Again, I'm fine with all of these disagreements. You make fine arguments. I'm sticking with this one because it feels correct to me. That's fun. That's also fun. I really think this looks rad as hell, but I would not want to fucking draw it over and over again. Fuck, okay. I definitely feel like facial tattoos are warranted. I think I had said it was, yeah, it was this one that I quite liked. I don't know if I want to change the color or anything. We'll see. No, I think black looks good. Oh no, didn't mean to imply that you were, Alder. Merely just, you know, making my own statements, I guess. Has to have piercings that a Karen wouldn't respect. That's gonna have to happen as well. It looks cool until you have to draw it twice. Ain't that the fucking truth? Those are sick. I like those. Yes, Roz, it is Baldgate Trays. I have been playing around with the character creation for a while. They told you it looked like you fell into a tackle box? Oh no. This looks like a very exhausted Darth Maul. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm still fine with it. I think it was, what was it? Silver Gold Gala was the name of the one that I liked. That was it. Okay, we'll stick with this one. I mean, there's a lot going on, so I feel very positively about it. Eyes. Okay, we need... I think we can actually go with, like, one of the more demonic options, which is fun. They seem to have a lot of different demon options, which is cool. Yeah, it's reading very Darth Maul. I'm not mad about it. Like, this feels correct right now. We'll see if that changes. Someone tell me what color eyes Darth Maul has, though, so I don't pick those, because we're not just making fancy Darth Maul. One of you has to know. I know one of you is just like... You got it in the back of your head somewhere. You're like, I know what Darth Maul's eye color is. He has yellow eyes? Okay. Alright, we'll stay away from that. I did kind of just like these ones, where it's like, this is just a void that you're looking into. I think that's very appropriate for some reason. Because I don't feel like any of the almost all white ones are working. So I'm happy to go with something like this. Works is best? Correct. Makeup. Let's do something shiny. I think we can make it shiny. Yeah. I was hoping that would read more gold. It just kind of reads yellow. Hang on, they have glossy tint. Does that get us closer to metallic? Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. I don't know that gold's the right way to go with this, but, like, maybe. Maybe there's something somewhere. I know that they've kind of taken a sharp turn from orc to tiefling, which again, I'm fine with. Oh, I do feel like that's correct. I do feel like that's right. Maybe, because I don't know about you, but I've cried about some dumb shit in my years of customer service. This feels imminently appropriate. I feel like giving them black lips will be really cool, but I don't actually know. Or that could go silver too. Just let me cook here for a while. I don't actually know what I'm doing. But there's something happening here. I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think silver is actually what I'm gonna do. I don't know why, but that feels correct. I'm trying to get it. Hang on, let me see what I did for the levels on the makeup. I went with gray 1, and it's all at 100. Let's see if we have that gray 1 all the way to 100, which will theoretically make them look both the same. I was wondering why the color was a bit off, and it's because I chose a different gray, so... Yeah, that looks rad as hell. I do like this hairstyle, but I feel like we could examine, we could look at alternates. The hair is really where my computer's graphics are letting us down the most. Well, that's fine. I don't know what we think in terms of color. Because, like, having something fun would be cool, but I worry that introducing another color to this already rather vibrant palette is gonna fuck it up in some way. And we've got something going here. We genuinely do. Sticking with the black or like a red-black felt correct, but if we can make them blonde and have it work, that's a big win. Blue hair and pronouns? Yeah. Sweet. This is actually an orc, believe it or not. It's just an orc that, ended up this way. Again, I'm just cooking up characters with absolutely nothing in mind. I probably will not be playing this character. I might. I don't know. But I'm just experimenting. Do kind of like that sort of like strawberry blonde, I guess you would call it. Yeah, see, you can really see where my computer's graphics is like, we cannot render that texture efficiently, sorry, and that's okay. That's fine. But we are making a orc, that is also a warlock, and they, when I first saw this orc's face, I was like, they look like me when I'm fucking just told something wild, by someone at my customer service job, so, that's what we were going with. We're gonna try probably all of the hairstyles until we find the one that I feel is right. I feel like it's useful for me to at least see them all, so I'm gonna click on every single one. Even the ones where I'm like, this is definitely not it. I mean, Maul would be a good as hell name for an orc, regardless. That feels like a very orcish name. People are messaging me on my phone and I'm like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing some important tasks over here. Not all of these hairstyles are winners. I guess that always feels like the complaint that I have with games is no matter how many hairstyles they give you, you always end up wanting more. There's no perfect way to do that. It will never be enough. know why that one is called Chrysalis Pod. That just feels odd. But okay. Fair enough. That one just kind of looks like Legolas. Classic. We love that. Definitely feel like we've ventured into a punk aesthetic, and probably will end up staying there. It's nice that there's a beautiful, like, chorus singing in the background as I am just making so many little guys. Since this is Baldur's Gate, they should be bald. I'm sure a lot of people make that joke. I don't know. I got used to the hair that they had as a default. And I want to see if I like anything better, but I think this was it, and this was a good look, so that's what we're trying to be. Got a ways to go, though. They really did add a lot of different hairstyles. Thanks, everybody, for being here, by the way, to watch me just click a bunch of different buttons. It's much obliged. You could be doing so many things with your Sunday night, but this is how you've decided to spend it. Hell yeah. I mean, whatever character I play in Baldur's Gate is gonna be non-binary. Like, this is a they them. This is not someone who has a strong gender one way or the other. This is that they're outside of the binary. If the game is gonna give me the option, I'm gonna take it. I took it in real life, and let me tell you, it is way more difficult to take that option in real life than it is in a game. Because I feel like I've been on some sort of elaborate Dark Souls quest where it's like, oh, you thought you were finished, but actually, why don't you go talk to the druid on the mountain and then slay some sort of 8-armed creature with a frog for a head and a horse body, and then they'll drop some sort of weird item that you can bring to the Department of Vital Records, and they can take a look at it and decide if they think that that will be good enough for you to get a name change. It's wild. You're building termagants? That's cool. I don't know if I just got used to the hairstyle that they defaulted with, but I do like that one the best. I do think it needs to be black, but, let me see if I can find that one again. I think it was just a good look. Frog horse body, also known as the patriarchy. You saw the Barbie movie today, if I recall. I think this is them. Oh, we have facial hair as an option. Let's see. We could add some highlights. We could add some blue. The implication of blue hair and pronouns could be there. Not fully present. Oh, that was yesterday? I'm sorry, Josh. It's been a weekend. I do like the idea of some kind of colored streaks. I wanted it to be blue because it would be funny, but I think that distracts from the color palette a bit too much. They've created a really interesting character here. Oh, that light blue just kind of enhances all of the silver. This looks more space age, you know. They should be going on a Star War, but this is a good orc. This is a good orc. I haven't checked out any of the facial hair options. I tend not to like those, but let's see what we got here. This one is called Concise Statement. They've chosen some names for these things. Yeah, I'm really not feeling any of these. Yeah, it's a pass. This is a orc though. Like, they're cool. That's a mood right there. I'm not gonna say it's a 10 out of 10, but like, it's at least a 7. It's at least a 7. Okay, I didn't really know how all this worked when I was first messing around with tieflings, so we're gonna go back to that. Because tieflings are cool. I don't know, like, quite what all of the different body types necessarily give you, but they're fun. Am I gonna make another character that's green? Maybe. Tiefling, the Tau of D&D. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I have some really fun tiefling characters. But then again, any queer person that's played D&D is like gonna have had some fun Tau characters. Not Tau, some fun tiefling characters. Oh no, you're back? Welcome back. Kind of back where we started. We just finished making an orc that didn't really look like an orc at all, but you know, it's cool that you can add maturity. I guess you can add freckles. That's fun. This is really neat. Alright, we can change skin tone. Oh, what color should we go with? We could make a Tau. We could make a Tau that is also a tiefling. I think Tau are blue. feel like it'll end up too far into Smurf territory if I'm allowed to make a blue tiefling, though. It's just gonna take a turn for the worse. It's gonna end up very Smurf adjacent. Yeah, I don't think we want to do a Smurf Tau. I mean, maybe we do, but maybe also we don't. We could stick with the classic, like, red, though. Well, we just made a red character. I could use an actual human skin tone. I could choose to do that. That is within my power. This might be the last character that we make together because I can hear my cat meowing on the other side of the door. And I don't know if Lobster's gonna quiet down or if he's gonna continue to be loud and need attention. That is truly the great equalizer in all of this, is will your cats let you get away with playing Baldur's Gate? There's some good color suggestions. We could do purple. Let's make a purple Tau. What shade of purple do I want? Do you want to go for like a bluey purple? Somewhere in the, like, bluish purple spectrum. This is still technically purple. We'll go with that. Color tattoos. Oh, that... Again, I keep venturing into, like, Darth Maul territory with these, but, like, that's rad as hell. Smurf gnome. Listen, someone else is gonna be out there making all of the kind of mean characters. It'll get done. Someone's gonna do that work, but it's not gonna be me. I know I'm just clicking through all the same options again. I do like how this one looks. It's fun that, like, the ears are tattooed as well. All roads eventually lead to me creating a little guy. And I'll let you guys know what I eventually decide on when I actually start playing the game. That's fucking sick. Some of these look real interesting. Oh, teal and purple just makes me want to go with the fucking 90s Taco Bell meme. That's... Anytime I get close to making a badass character, I find a way to just be like, but what if stupid instead? What if I did something silly? Which I'm well within my rights to do, mind you. To make silly things. I'm very good at making silly things. That looks interesting. We'll go with that. Why not? Gotta have one of the demonic ones, I feel, if we're going with a tiefling. I don't know what the difference between, like, the flame ones and the demonic ones are. They're both really cool. That looks interesting. It's fun how some of them are so varied. Like, the stuff for Dragonborns was really obviously different because you're working with different facial shapes, but different things really do look different on the different facial structures and stuff. Do want to see what all the different... I was looking at these before a little bit, but yeah, there's got to be some really neat options for tieflings. Or you can make them multicolored. That's nice. There's definitely enough options in this game that I'm gonna have fun. Fun seeing how those are applied to different characters, but then also making more of my own. Just hell yeah. This character already looks rad. I want to change their tattoo now to match with the the horns better. That looks so much cooler. Like if I did that, and then it's gotta be like a demonic red. Oh, even that looks super cool. I'm about that. That's unsettling. I've somehow managed to keep making characters that feel very Star Wars to me. Don't know quite what it is that I'm doing. Never really thought that would be a problem. Probably just because I'm choosing fun colors, but like... it's interesting. Yeah, green gnomes are very close to goblins. It's a shame that they won't let you play a goblin. But like, I get it. They're just doing kind of the basic races and classes that you can actually play in D&D. It makes sense. I get it. I get it. I'm just, you know, forever gonna be wishing that there were goblins. As is my right. As is my right. I do like this character, though. Not terrible. That's something. It's interesting. Oh, I guess tieflings have tails as well. Okay. There is no option for customization on that, I don't think. Rad, okay. Well, I think that's gonna be it from me on Baldur's Gate for now, mostly because my cats need attention, and that has to come before I actually play video games for another several hours before eventually going to bed. Thanks for tuning in to this. I didn't know if my laptop was going to be able to stream this at all decently, but it was really nice of you guys to stop in and make a few weird little guys with me. I know this wasn't a long stream, but, you know, just wanted to check it out, see what would happen. I'll be back to painting miniatures and stuff like that soon. This is not going to morph into a gaming channel, so you don't have to worry about that. But I hope you guys